Welcome to the Sorare Andrew Show, where we talk fantasy football, but you never know. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go astray on topic discussions that we play. We'll analyze the themes, the formation and goals, but in no time we'll digress into other roles, talking about our favorite foods and the shows we've seen. Our opinions aloud and our voices are needed. It's the Sorare Andrew Show. Anything goes, from fan football to rock and roll. We may start with the pitch, but it's just a small part. We'll venture off topic, let the conversation spark. It's the Sorare Andrew Show.
Hello and welcome to the Sorare Andrew Show. I'm Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdinho on Sorare, joined by nobody right now. We had some technical difficulties. I won't tell you which one of us had the technical difficulties, but I'll just say that one of us is here. And I'll be honest, I was feeling the live chat's slander. And I was like, I got to just start this. And Andy's having some problems too. So I'm not sure what is going on his side. He's trying to figure it out as I'm trying to like message him here. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Let me try something else. No, that's not what I want to do. I don't know. Did you guys not hear the intro? You only heard some of it? Is that really true? Hold on. Let me see if I can try something else. Because we want Andy to be here. Let's see. His neon light is not working. Let me see if, I don't know if this is going to work. I have a feeling that there's all this stuff here that like I might be able to do, and then it might end the stream, but we're all here. So let me try it. Let me click this button. I know you guys can't see the button, but there's something here. So please hold. I actually don't think that worked. Mike Basson, are there any other Andrews available? That's funny. Hold on, let me see. Oh. Hold the phone.
We're here.
Should I play the intro again?
No.
No? Okay. Hey, Andy's here.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. I was just addressing the live chat while trying to speak somewhat slowly to allow you to have extra time to get in.
You think that helps? If you talk slower, it helps me get in.
Thanks everyone for coming in. Pico player, Rude, and I think Daniel on the podium. Rude said, it seems like Laird does not see the first few comments on the stream. It happened yesterday again. Guess we're too early. I don't skip anything.
He just skips the people he doesn't like.
That could be it. Also, everything matters. What kind of title is that? I don't know, but yeah.
A good one.
A good one. Daniel's excited about the MLS fans. Andy, I was going to say something to you before we started because it doesn't feel like it's something that I should share with everyone.
Yeah. But
I think I'm going to share it with everybody.
Okay.
And it's mostly on this whole MLS thing. As Daniel said, nothing matters except MLS. MLS matters. Let me welcome everyone else. Hold on. Bob, Stefan, Liam, Tommy 2K, Mart, Mikey Basson. What is this? Fitromans? I think I had it right the first time. Liam said, finally received my mystery shirt that I won from a neon box in December and turned out to be a signed 23-24 Dortmund home kit. Wow, that's a good one.
That's fun.
Do you think Surface would keep that one, or would he give that one away also?
Oh, he's selling it.
Do you think he would try, Anton, what's that? Do you think he would try to sell it and then give it away when nobody bought it? Because he's given a couple away, hasn't he?
I know that. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He's definitely given some away. I know he had some issues with. I think there was an Ipswich one that he got, and he had a hard time even giving that one away.
He couldn't even give that one away. Oh well. Sorbro, what's up? Jakob, catching you live for the first time in ages. Welcome back. Tizai? You got? Is that what you have for that one? I don't know.
Yeah, Thizai.
All right. JVic, what's up? Harry said I was too busy spending my war chest here. I just sold. Well, I just sold my Evander Super Rare.
You did?
I did.
To Gator Guy.
It wasn't to Keith. What's really funny is that I was talking to him about selling it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah." And then I had actually missed a message from him that just said, like, in all seriousness, how much do you want for Evander?
Right.
And I totally missed it, and then started sending him these offers I was getting, and he was like, "Did you not see that I'm?" And I was like, "Oh, I actually didn't see." But no, it was not. It was not. Surface, what's up? Interrozy, I'll tell you what doesn't matter. Punctuality. I like that one. This is where it started, Andy. Lairdinho strikes again. We've got some hours.
And you couldn't have that. You were like, no, I'm starting it. Black's the one that's late. I gotta go. Yeah.
Exactly.
Classic blackout.
This actually, Toby's comment is the one that finally got me. The only thing that matters is being on time. And that's like, man.
You know, let's be real. That was just my way of like showing that nothing matters. You know, being on time doesn't matter. I don't care.
Any others? Andrew's available. Yeah. Hold on. Black found a dime for the meter. I like that one. Did you guys get nostalgic yet and buy a Randall Leal?
Not happening.
No. Intro Z, Laird speaking slowly to allow Black in reminds you of not looking at the screen in the hope a scratched PS1 disc will load.
I remember those days.
I was gonna say, like, we're definitely old enough to know what that means.
I have a story for that. And in fact, I'm sure others have done this, but back then I had a modded PS1, and I had a Blockbuster membership.
Mm-hmm.
And I could go and rent as many games as I wanted, basically, as long as I returned the previous one.
Sure.
So I would ride my bike to Blockbuster, take it home, rip the game, burn it to a CD, and then ride my bike back. So my summer was just riding back and forth to a Blockbuster on my bike over and over and over again.
Great thing about those, you didn't have to rewind them.
Didn't have to rewind them.
Oh man, there is nobody who, like, no one outside of the States and is younger than 30 knows any of these jokes, I think.
No, I'm sure they had their version of Blockbuster. It was like trying to think of something.
I was waiting to see that. I wonder where he's going with this.
Goofy British renties or something, you know.
Yeah. That's a great one.
Yeah.
That is a great one. Renties. Yeah,
Michael, let us know what it is.
Yeah, yeah. The Netflix DVD. Yeah. So Andy, about more than 10 years ago. Oh, Harry said they had Blockbuster.
Okay.
Blockbuster was global. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. So more than 10 years ago, when I was working for RotoWire, I sporadically did videos for a online sports talk company called 120 Sports.
Okay.
And I believe the 120 was supposed to be the about how all of their videos were supposed to be 2 minutes, 120 seconds. And the videos that I did were mostly about DraftKings, although we did one for another game and I don't remember which one it was. But it was fantasy soccer, as they called it. And it was, I hate to say that I forget the host's name, but there was another guy who did these videos as well in their studio. They had a studio in Chicago, and I would do it like this. It was all online. And the other guy, in the studio, was Kevin Egan. Are you familiar with Kevin Egan?
I don't think so.
So I think so. Kevin now hosts the MLS, not like the whip around show on Apple TV, but like he's one of the studio people for MLS Apple TV.
Let me look him up. I think I know who you're talking about.
I'm trying.
Yes. Okay. Yep. Okay.
So this is Kevin Egan for people who don't know. So Kevin and I we're friendly back, like the 120 Sports wasn't that big and RotoWire was kind of not that big, at least in terms of like doing stuff for fantasy football, soccer, whatever. So anyway, we were friendly. I haven't talked to him in a while. Ryan said Kevin Egan's also a Sirius XM FC pretty often. Yeah. So Kevin's great. He used to do like color commentary for Atlanta United, I think. He's worked like a lot of places in MLS.
Okay.
Kevin sends me a DM today out of nowhere. And literally the first thing he said was, I can't believe it's been 10 years since we've like messaged.
Sure.
Because the date of the last one was.
Oh,
so
wait. Where was the message at? Like on Twitter or X or?
Yeah.
Okay. So the last communication between you two was 10 years ago.
I think
On
we
X.
probably like replied to tweets publicly, but like nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he sends me a question about a tweet that I sent today, which was just about how the MLS filter is now available on Sorare data as like it's a standalone league. So you can do like the player rankings for MLS, which you like kind of could do in some places because we have like the league filters, but this is like MLS comp. And he was like, he said, I saw this message. I don't know anything about this company, but is this good for MLS? And like all I did was like quote tweet the Sorare data thing with an American flag, but there was like clearly something MLS about it. So I like explained to him, I was like, oh, this is like Sorare. And I'm like, he's not going to know anything about this. Like, and then I'm like, do I bring up crypto? No, I'm just kidding. And then, so he's like, I explain a little bit about it. Just like, oh, it's a fantasy football site. They do MLS stuff. I work for a third party, whatever. And he's like, I'm not familiar, but I must dive in on this because I'm all in on MLS. And I'm like, let's go. Why am I doing Sorare's work? Linking the Apple TV guys with Sorare about Major League Soccer. But Kevin was like I was on those shows with him because of fantasy football.
Right.
So like he knows what fantasy football is. And I was going to do this just before and I didn't get around to it. But like Sasha Kletchen is on the show with him all the time. So I'm like, I just got to send him a Kletchen card and just be like, this is what they are.
Right.
And we're going to be rich. That's all.
Yeah. And then send him a picture of me and Sasha standing next to each other at the All-Star game.
Where in DC?
Yeah.
I don't remember that picture.
Oh, okay. Well, it happened.
All right.
I was we had just walked, like it was hot. You remember how hot it was there, right?
Oh, it was awful. Yeah.
Yeah, it was hot. And I was like dripping in sweat. And we were walking out of the game and I saw him and I was just like, hey, can I get a quick picture or whatever? And I didn't realize he was with his family, which was kind of awkward.
So were you?
I was one of those guys. But yeah, I was with my family too. So he was like, sure, but I'm going to need that messy shirt off your back. I was like, dude, you don't want this. It was completely drenched.
Touche. Yeah. I love that. I was actually thinking to myself, he did. Kletchen got a signed card.
Oh, nice.
What was the point of getting Sasha Kletchen to do this without spamming his referral link to the guys that he works at Apple TV?
Yeah, his buddy needs to get this card for sure.
Right? I mean, Kletchen still has it.
Yeah. Like tier 0 stash might be the best stash on the platform. Potentially.
I will never argue that. You are absolutely right. Last played for the Des Moines Menace.
Yeah. Well, he played it was a U.S. Open Cup game with just some of his friends, I think. And I don't know how Opta picked that up, but I remember he was talking about that like a year ago, and a bunch of old MLS guys were playing on that team, I think.
Ooh, spicy. So I think we're back. I think this is it. I think MLS having a standalone competition is going to bring Sorare to the moon. I think we're mooning.
All right, Laird. Okay. Whatever you say. Now, like MLS has like their own fantasy game, right?
They do, yes.
Yeah, and I think like Schuyler Draft Kicks like is big on that every year.
So I believe Skylar's won it, like finished first overall.
Yeah, he won
multiple
something
times.
really cool. I remember
What's that?
he won something really cool. Like, wasn't he on a bus with
Wando.
Wando? That's right.
So the bus with Wando wasn't necessarily the prize, but I think he won. It was like VIP tickets to the All-Star game or something like that. And he was like on a bus going from the stadium back to the hotel. I think that's right. And Wando was on the bus and he like had some beers with him and he was like, "Hey, you want a beer?" And Wando was like, "Yeah, of course."
That's awesome.
Yeah. The yeah, there we go. Gary V boom. Nah, the Apple boom. Where was I going with that? Skylar. Oh yeah. So like I finished 8th overall once. And there was this like supplemental game that I forget what site did it, but they had like a kind of like FPL where they do the cups every so often. It's like head to head, whatever.
Yeah.
I won that and got an all expense paid trip to the All-Star game in Atlanta, like hotel, and it was great. And I haven't played since. But yeah, Skylar, I believe Skylar was like he did all the content on like MLS's site for the fantasy game.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's still doing that or not. I don't know if they still have the game, to be honest.
I saw he had a tweet out that he finished like top 20 or something, but his son finished top 10 this year.
Skylar said that?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Definitely not multi-accounting. No chance. His oldest son is like a legit player too.
Yeah.
Like super legit. Anyway, so you are an MLS guy. How do you feel about the MLS single league comp?
Sounds fun. I'm excited for it.
So you were kind of a MLS guy and you have some PSV cards.
That's true.
So how do you feel about that?
Now it'll just be MLS
Yeah.
guys, and the PSV guys can, do damage over in Challenger still. Yeah, I'm totally good with it. The one thing that like would have been fun was like the in season stuff that I've already bought for Challenger could have been like my I guess crutch for the first 2 months of MLS.
Yeah.
And it won't be the crutch anymore. That would have been really nice to, be able to run my MLS guys with like a Ghent defensive stack.
Yeah.
It was kind of the plan going in, but we move on.
The point that they made in the announcement, which I like never really considered, was the whole like all of the European cards are like have so much more XP than the MLS cards will, and they basically like wasn't fair. And I was just like, But
so you're a nothing matters guy.
No. I was thinking it was funny how they worded it that way. They were like, we can't have like the poor MLS people with their low XP competing with the PSV guys. And it's like, I think it's really the other way around, that like come August and everyone buys all these PSV guys and they're like, what the hell? Carlos Heal's 17%? I don't want to play against that.
I mean, that's exactly why it like balances out, because yeah, the European cards might have an advantage right now, but then the MLS cards will have an advantage in 4 months. So
yeah. Have you guys seen the MLS Quest deal, almost like NBA Top Shot?
no.
Is it Dapper? Oh, wow. We at Major League Soccer, MLS, just turned collecting into an epic adventure with our brand new interactive video collection experience, MLS Quest.
You know, I saw there was a job opening on MLS's website for a long time about I don't know if this is what it is, but it was like their partnerships with like their crypto licensees and other things. And I wonder if this is like the outcome.
I was wondering if,
or is this physical collectibles?
I don't.
These medallions, they're medallions. What are we looking at here?
Is it actually Dapper though? I don't know who it is. I feel like they should tell us.
Yeah.
How to play. Collecting medallions is as easy as watching from your couch or showing up at the stadium. You can snag them on social media at pickup zones and partner locations. That sounds like real life stuff. Ooh, is that a Hein bag?
That is a bag right there. Can you imagine? Like, where are you bringing that?
Where are you bringing this bag?
Going to the gym. My gold-plated MLS.
Pro tips for new collectors. Oh, these are the medallions. They look like quarters.
Yeah, not that interesting.
No. I was wondering if the MLS only comp was a preview, whatever, to Sorare becoming the official fantasy game of Major League Soccer.
Oh, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Is that your friend in chat, Dia Egan?
I don't think so. But yeah, I don't think so. Am I crazy for strongly contemplating going crazy on an SKC rare stack this year?
Yes, you're crazy. But it might be fun, so you should do it.
Fraxy said they would bring that bag to the gym. I might too. Where is that thing?
I don't think I would. I'm not a bring a bag to the gym type of guy. I'm just going to go in there with my sweats and my hoodie. And
what about like use any exercise bands or weightlifting gloves or something?
No, just do it raw.
Who are we talking about? Dia Egan? I'm just saying that's not Kevin Egan. I don't think.
Oh, Lord. You know, the one thing, Laird, that I am not excited for? Can you guess what it is?
No.
Thresholds. I'm going to be a total hater on this.
So I think that's expected.
Yeah.
Like that's your brand.
It is my brand. And I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. So I agree with you that the threshold is not going to be any meaningful amount that people will like.
Whatever you think it's going to be even less. And whatever that number is, it might be even less than that.
So I think the general rule I was thinking of is whatever you think it is, cut it in half and then take 10% of that.
Yeah.
And that's how much it'll be.
Yeah. Like here's the deal. It's going to be uncapped, right? This has to be uncapped. I would think it has to be uncapped. So it's uncapped. There's going to be some kind of target, and maybe you can select the target, maybe you can't. But it's going to be uncapped, so you can put in your smashers. They're not giving away a lot of money here. And I would rather that just go to 69th place, 71st place, whatever. Like that money I would rather just go for a good performance on the leaderboard.
Yeah, like the term like threshold player won't exist.
Yeah.
Like everyone is a threshold player because you just want the best guys to score as much as you can and then
just
reach
want the best score, yeah. And it's like this, like, I don't know, the number is gonna be high that you have to reach, and the amount that you're gonna get for it is gonna suck. So Okay. Should have just put it into the prize pool, into the leaderboard.
I mean, doesn't it just kind of do that though? Like increase the reward pool anyway?
I guess. It's definitely baiting people into buying that extra in season card. Oh, well, hey, you can always win the threshold. If you don't do well enough, if you don't finish high enough on the leaderboard.
But so like, but actually thinking of it that way, the like essentially the price difference between the classic card and the in-season card that you would use, that's all you have to make up over the course of the entire season for a threshold in order for it to pay off, right?
I mean, who cares? As Germ said, who cares?
That's a real nothing matters attitude. I like this theory. Toby said it's going to make people's lineups weaker by them not using a classic card.
Yeah, that might be true. It's just like they went to all this effort to get rid of it, and now they're gonna reset expectations and bring it back for people, and now everyone is all excited that it's back. And
I mean,
guess what? They ain't giving away 0.01 and 0.02 ETH every
for 205.
Yeah.
I think I do wonder if they did any sort of like financial analysis on whether some sort of beat the game threshold works if you do this, require 5 in-season cards.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would do. I'm not an economist.
The one thing
should do that.
The one thing that like I'll add on is I like that. I guess it's a testing ground. They're just doing it in this one comp, kind of before the summer. See if either people like it, if it works, if it's sustainable.
Ding 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 ding.
And then if they want, they can add it to the other competitions in the fall. But I mean, I'm fine with them wanting to try it or whatever, and I'm sure I'll collect many a thresholds this spring. But I don't think it's nearly as exciting as people think.
I mean, you're saying that you're going to collect a bunch of thresholds. It means you're going to play 5 in-season cards.
Yeah, I probably will, because when building out like a gallery for in season, it always makes sense to have more in season cards than you think you'll need, because you're going to need them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll still buy a few smasher type guys, or just use from my classic cards that I already have. I'll use those classic cards.
I do think it'll be fun when somebody is like, you have a classic. I'm trying to think of somebody reasonable. You have a classic Hartle. Yeah. And you're like, do I play him, or do I just go with the threshold and use my in-season Lowen?
Yeah. Right.
And so it's exactly what Toby said. Like, people will make worse lineups just in order to be like, well, at least I got the threshold.
At least I got my 15 cents, guys.
Yeah. In super rare.
Yeah.
Oh no threshold in super rare. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Man, that'd been great. A super rare threshold again.
Yeah. Jakob said, we'll see how they implement threshold, but it seems odd to bring back something that almost killed the platform. I mean, in fairness, they changed the name to beat the game. So at least we're moving it. It's not the same thing.
Did they call it a threshold?
Surely.
Or did we call it that?
I'm like 99% sure that came from them.
Okay.
But I also wouldn't be surprised if they spent resources on deleting that from the internet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to briefly talk about the topic today because it all stemmed from a card that I bought from Andy.
Oh boy.
So I bought this card after Andy ruthlessly undercut Sorare Deke.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that, Deke.
To make sure that I bought this card from him instead of Deke. And I'll be honest, I respected the undercut, and so I bought it. But anyway, so I bought this card, and it's part of a collection that I have. And by part of a collection, I mean I had one other card from this collection, which was an Ezekiel Unsane, who's the goalie for Necaxa. And I realized that when I bought this card, it got me close to the 1% collection bonus, but not quite there. And I said, oh, I've got to buy another card to get to 1%. And Andy, what did you say?
Might have called you a moron, but I don't really remember. No, I think I said that doesn't matter.
Thank you. My God, the topic of the damn
Sorry.
show.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, cutting in here. Ben said they called it a threshold twice in the article. All right, so fair enough.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, right. So I bought this card. It had 0% collection bonus, as did my other Unsane card. And I was like, I need to buy one. And Andy was like, it doesn't matter. And I was like, Andy, everything matters. Of course it matters. Every point matters.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went out and I bought this. I'm sure that's pronounced higher Cortez.
Jair, right?
Probably. You would probably say that. I mean, you just did. I bought this card for 69 cents to get me to 1% on this Unsane and Montez cards. And Andy was like, it doesn't matter. And Andy's running a very similar Unsane Montez defensive stack. And I was like, Andy, I'm going to have 1% more than you. And he doesn't think it matters.
I don't. And well, what really came to light was I'm doing that in season and you're doing it in classic. So it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm doing it in season also. What's your collection bonus on your in-season Necaxa cards?
But I'm probably not doing what you're doing. I'm not running a
You're
Necaxa
losing.
stack. No, I'm not running a Necaxa stack.
So
I'm running better players. I'm running good players.
We're running the same players, just in different places.
No, we're not.
Are we not? Don't we have the exact same lineup?
No, I have good lineups. You have bad lineups with collection bonuses.
3/5 of our lineup is the same.
Probably, yeah.
And all of the 3 cards that I have will outscore the 3 that you have.
Yeah, by like 2 points. Sure.
Who cares how many points it is?
But the rest of my lineup will destroy yours, so I'll be fine. That's the plan, at least.
If I remember correctly, the lineup was Unsane, Montez, Pallavicino, Brunetta, and someone? Wasn't it Tigres Necaxa?
Yeah, I don't remember if I had Paulinho or Brunetta in that one, but
oh, okay.
It's one of those classic forwards.
So Mike is on your side. It's the 2/5 that matter, obviously, that we don't. Where's the PSU fans? It matters when it matters. There we go.
No. It doesn't, or it matters.
It matters and it doesn't.
Yeah, it matters, but it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah. Let me see. I just have a full Necaxa and full Tigres stacks right now. Oh, no, I don't. Not for this game week. I'm sorry. I split them all up. Actually, now that I look at that.
I guess is that the right play? Because they both have good home matchups.
Is splitting them the right way?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Is the in-season specialist only in limited? I know the Neon Christmas one is. Is there a?
I barely looked at the lineup builder for this game week.
Oh, there is a rare one. Oh man, $1,200 up top.
And is that in season?
Yes. Unsane has a 43 elf. Oh man, I'm gonna have to play him. I'm gonna have to do everything over again. Damn it. Okay, you'll win contender this week. I'll be in
Nothing matters.
specialist.
Nothing matters.
Oh, one classic card allowed. Is that right? I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be right. Min 4 in season. Let's go. There you go. Can't stack. So yeah, 2 Necaxa, 2 Tigres, and a something. Andy, don't we assume that Angulo is out?
I think he's with the national team.
That's right.
Like I think there's a game on tonight.
Against
And I
River
think
Plate.
Yeah, or no, Independiente.
Oh.
And they play River Plate this weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is right. I think everybody is wrong about this, by the way, that he's back with Tigres. He is training, just not with Tigres.
I think that's right.
Oh, here we go. Surfer said one of the most interesting doesn't matter conversations, in my opinion, is about rare collection bonuses. For limited and super rare, I think it's settled. But for rare, I'm still on the fence.
What's the question? Does it matter?
Yeah. I'm guessing Surface said in limited, it definitely matters. And in super rare, it doesn't matter, which I know Gator Guy completely disagrees with. And I'm going to disagree that it doesn't matter in rare either. And I think that the difficulty with the argument is there's not that there's no right answer, because mine is obviously the right one, but the point of collections is literally just so that your cards score more points. And you'll never convince me that like scoring fewer points is better.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you're right.
Obviously the argument is like, is whatever you spend for those points worth it? And the answer is
I just spend, but like the brain power of, you know, going through and finding the right guys for the right collection, and just like the work that goes into that. Not that it's like really difficult to
I
go
was
out
gonna
and
say
market, but it's time consuming and you have to go do it.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
There's brain cycles that you have to spend on that.
That's a part of the game that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Mostly because maybe I've developed a system that it doesn't really take that much effort now. Service it in rare, I'm not sure at all. I could easily be swayed. In MLB, it definitely matters. I don't know why it would matter in MLB, but not in football. Toby said, are the top players in whatever collection worth the money it takes to boost them? Like I just
depends. Like, do you have those? Is he talking like he already has those players and he wants to boost them, or he has the other cards and should he buy the good card to?
Right. I don't think it. Not that. I think if you like, it's always easier to get the bad ones.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way. So like I don't think it makes sense to buy like the collection pieces of a really good player and not have the really good player until later. That's all. But yeah, it all goes back, and it's something that Keith said to me a few weeks ago. And it was just like, you want your cards to score as many points as they can score, and you want them to score more points than everybody else. And like the way to do that is collections.
Yeah. The what I'll disagree with a little bit on the SR side with Keith is like on the rare side, like if you want to do it, or even the limited side, you can pick up the junk pieces of the collection for 50 cents to $1. On the super rare side, you really can't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of those cards just aren't listed, or they don't even exist. There's just less liquidity, more harder to get those cards.
But that doesn't mean that the collection, that the bonus doesn't matter. Like,
no, it doesn't. It just means that you're paying more for them, and it may not be cost effective. In which case, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think the way that I was looking at it, and I don't have enough super rares or a budget for enough super rares to justify like super rare collections. But the the way I look at it from rare is if any points I score are also thanks to my collections. Like the collections make my whatever cards I play in lineups more valuable. And if I win $2,000 by spending an extra $100, great. Like, so be it. Like, I'm not going to remember the extra 100 I spent to do it. And so obviously it just works if it works. If you spend the extra $100 and you never win, then yeah, like maybe you shouldn't have, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Alex said Jonathan Bamba to the fire.
I thought it was Jonathan Ikone. IKONE.
Yeah.
He was the rumor to the fire. I didn't know that Bamba was.
Where was Bamba now? Celta Vigo? He's there at some point.
I couldn't tell you.
Let's see.
I think the other guy's at Fiorentino or whatever.
I'm so good. Bang.
Look at that.
Bamba seems like somebody who could absolutely destroy Major League Soccer.
Yeah. A lot of DMPs in there.
Yeah, just take him out.
Oh,
No, he's fine.
Yeah. And you know what? Get rid of the away games too.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't that much better, to be honest.
That's actually, hold on, 54.2 at home, 53.8 away. Yeah, he's just consistent all around. No, Fabrizio said it. Must be true.
Wow.
It's like a poor man's Neymar.
Do you think so? I wonder if they're going to get both of those guys because they both used to play together at Lille. I wonder if they're going to like reunite in Chicago with Greg.
I thought you meant Neymar. I'm like, I don't think they played. Ikone was it
Lille, yeah.
Lille? Do you have like some real old Lille cards? That's
what is
does.
Who are the fired DPs right now? I assume Bamba is.
Yeah, I would assume.
They just signed someone else. Who did they just sign?
Oh, Zinkernagel, yeah. Take away the games he scored less than 90 and he looks great.
Right.
So Zink, Ikone, and Bamba. All right. Josh said, you see the price of limited Zanka in season from less than €2 to 6 in 24 hours. I mean, yeah, we got to get your in season. Oh yeah, they have Kuipers too. I don't think Zink was a DP. You're right.
I did see just he mentioned earlier that he already had a whole bunch of in season MLS cards. I guess you get the right moves, you're picking them up already.
Yeah, Keith's it was Zaha, Zanka, Almiron, and
Almiron could be a fun one.
Yeah, I forget who the other one.
It's nice. It is nice getting those cards that are in season now.
Surface is back all in on super rares, buying a Jonathan Bamba classic super rare.
Let's go. Cosmo said, "Are you not worried about the in-season loophole being closed?" What do you mean?
Oh, Denki was the other one. Yeah, what is the loophole?
Like, because I mean, I don't think it's really a loophole. It's just like their rule. It's their rule right now is they are in season until 11 days before their league starts. So Almiron would be like end of August. He'd be in season until end of August. Seems good. You get three or 4 months of utility out of them.
Do you think that like Bamba's first? I was talking about this, I think, with Harry, maybe. But do you think Bamba's first MLS card will be like a new card? Like, do they start it back at 0 or 1?
I don't know. I don't know how all that works.
It's really tricky.
Technically it shouldn't be, right? If there's already in-season cards, then
right, it shouldn't start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Which means he'll only get like a handful of fire cards.
Yeah.
Because he already has Bamba has 63 in-season rares already.
Yeah, I am curious what they'll do there.
The one that the one that got me, and I really have no idea how this is going to work, and I have a feeling that Sorare may not know either, but Marcus Acuna has in-season Sevilla cards. Not many, but he has some. And he transferred to River Plate like a few months ago. So he has 2024-25 Sevilla cards, but they're all wrapped. He's now at River Plate. He'll get 2025 River Plate cards. If you have a Sevilla card and you open it once he has River Plate cards, do you get a 2025 card? And the reason that matters is because currently the Sevilla card will lose in-season utility in July, like end of July, 2 weeks before La Liga comes back. But if it's a River Plate card, it'll have in-season utility until December.
I feel like, Laird, I have a pretty good like grasp of like the way the platform works, and you know, been around on Sorare for like 6 or 7 years or something. But this is the type of stuff that like literally makes my brain melt trying to figure out what. I think I've even asked you before, like I'm getting ready to buy a card, and I'm like, Laird, this is still in season, right? The last one was that Ghent card that I bought, the J League guy that's at Ghent Ito or whatever.
Yeah.
I messaged you and I was like, I'm getting ready to buy this. Can you confirm this is still in season, right? And you were like, yes, until 11 days before the J League starts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what? You're joking, right? Like that doesn't make sense. Why 11 days? What is 11 days? Who determines this?
Nico. It's his favorite number.
He was like, they like the Sorare team comes into Nico's office and they're like, hey, Nico, we have an important problem we have to solve. And he's just like sitting at his desk, you know, eating his croissant. And that's when he makes the decision, kicks his feet up on the desk, and he's like, 11 days. It will be 11 days.
Yeah. That's it. That's how every decision is made. Germ said it started as a one of last year. It's when MLS goes to Europe is when mints continue in order. So I think that was previously what happened. But I just wouldn't guarantee that that's the case. Like I think MLS and J League and K League are now at the end of the card cycle instead of the beginning. Like every year when they came out with new card designs, it was those cards first.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're like, we got to stop doing that. That's stupid.
Right.
And so they've moved it from that. So I think these, because I mentioned that with the.
So the MLS cards are going to have the European design, you think?
Right. Yes. Yeah. But that's why I was like super curious what's going to happen with the Liga MX cards, like the next ones, because theoretically they should have the current European designs, but they're going to come out theoretically when the new, like the 2025-26 Euro cards come out. So we'll just miss a year of minting for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Or they just don't renew it.
But
or they get the whole league, and
we got 14 clubs left. What are we talking about?
And we get an MX only competition. We might get that, right?
I mean, if they had an MLS only competition, why wouldn't they want a single league comp of the most popular league in the United States?
Yeah.
Just saying. That's all. Does that matter?
Which part?
All of it?
Sure.
Oh, all right. There we go.
I'll give you that one.
There we go. We are officially nothing. Andy, do you think it's just your own mentality that you at least it looked easy to be a long-standing member of this community and see all these changes, and you're just like, yeah, I'll just change, whereas everybody else took their time to bitch and moan?
These changes aren't that controversial, I don't feel like. Are you talking about the announcement that we just had?
Really, both of them. The one
Okay,
from
like
this time last year.
for this one, it was like overwhelmingly positive. And actually, I feel like I'm a little bit more on the not negative side, but like uh, more of a centrist in the fact that like I'm not that excited about the threshold. I don't think that it's going to be good in any way. It's not going to be beneficial to me. Other people might like it. Fine, I don't care.
Mhm.
And then the like the changes to super rare. I know that you guys kind of talked about that already. I'm kind of indifferent. It helps me in some ways, and I can see it being some of it being like a benefit to people on the platform. Like Quinny's made the case that it's not. Totally get that. And then like the down to one division, and you can only have one super rare. It's just changes we all got to deal with.
Mhm.
You know.
Do you play? Do you only play Challenger in season Super Rare,
Mm,
or do you play Champ?
Contender.
Oh, with League MX, right? Of course.
Yeah. And
Do
then
you?
Challenger with the Jupiler boys, and
Right, right.
then it'll be probably MLS stuff.
But you didn't play in season Contender before League MX just came back, did you? Or did you?
I think I had one lineup. Yeah.
So I guess where I'm going with this is basically it felt like the reason Sean seemed to be overwhelmingly positive about the super rare stuff is that he doesn't really play in season, and that was the biggest change. Obviously, the change to no divisions is a big one, but like from a gameplay perspective of making lineups, because he focuses on classic, he's like, oh yeah, I'm going from having to play 5 classics to 5 classics. Great. Okay, whatever. But now I can win a star. And for like Pranksy was one that was like quite negative about that.
Mhm.
Like the day before the announcement, I forget what the tweet was. Something like, I'll have a breakdown if they require 4. And it's like, hey, we're requiring 4.
Right. And you know what Pranksy's going to do? He's going to go buy one more. Actually, you know what? He won't even buy one more in season because he's already got it. He already has it. He's fine.
Yeah.
And he's still going to just mop the floor with everyone.
It was kind of funny to be like, I'm going to have a breakdown. And the next day he's like, this isn't great, but let's just go.
He's going to run the same Newcastle stack that he already owns.
I didn't look at any of his lineup. Maybe I'll look. Let's see. Like, does he have already run? Because I think a lot of his collections are in season anyway. Was there stuff midweek? Yeah, there was.
Yeah, there's lots of Prem stuff. So
let's see. Oh, that's fun. Didn't even open these. I didn't know he was playing limited. That's annoying. Oh wait, here we go. Super. Oh, so I guess he did combine. He probably just has so many cards; it just makes sense to do it.
yeah.
All right, fair enough.
On the unique side, it'll definitely be. It won't be as simple as just run what he's already got. I'm sure he's gonna have to make some trades and lots of work for him. He'll figure it out.
That's the fun part, isn't it?
Sometimes.
Do you have any thought on how much or how big the MLS in-season comp is going to be?
Not gonna speculate on that. Could be good, could be bad.
Jakob said, what if the MLS comp rewards are like 30 to 50% of Bundesliga, La Liga, Prem? I guess the perception of that new comp will be very negative after all. Sean saying it should be as big as the Bundesliga, I think, was setting himself up for disappointment.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Contender looks like. It might be maybe close to what Contender looks like, but we'll see.
Contender is light right now because there are a bunch of leagues that are not going, but like,
well, and all the MX stuff is mostly uncovered, like lots of uncovered teams there.
Mm-hmm. Pico player is kind of arguing the same thing as Sean was, is that it's 50% more teams in MLS, but I think like the number of teams matters way less than the amount of money that Sorare makes from them.
Right.
Like that's all that matters. Yeah.
Maybe they could do some kind of like, dynamic rewards. Do you remember dynamic rewards? Sorry.
Dynamic rewards were one of those things that was like such a perfect microcosm of the community that Sorare were like, hey, so they used to basically have like the same rewards no matter who was playing. And they were like, hey, we're going to change that. So like when there are more teams playing, like we'll reward more. And everyone was like, sweet, that sounds awesome. And then when there were no teams playing and the reward pools were tiny, everyone was like, what the hell? I thought we were doing dynamic rewards. And they were like, well, yeah, when there are more teams playing, like the rewards will be higher. And we were like, yeah, these are lower. And they're like, well, there are fewer teams playing. And we were like, no, but the more, we wanted the more part, not the less part. It was like same reaction as the DNP rewards. Yeah, we want them. Wait a minute, this guy stinks. I don't want this one. Give me the good ones. Into Rosie said the MLS prize pool is a bit of a chicken and egg situation. The higher the rewards, the more people will spend, but they can't guarantee that without knowing the spend.
Yeah.
Andy, are the rewards the chicken or the egg?
I think that all comes down to perspective, right? It's what you believe in.
Ryan Dino said the MLS competition will maybe have some sort of bar that rewards progress and lets you win moments.
Moments. Man, we're dropping out all the buzzwords today, huh?
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
That's
just
real.
keep 'em
So rare throwback today.
Yeah.
Although, can they do moments that may compete with the Hindbags?
Man, it is
There's
pretty.
like a logo on there. What does that say?
What do you do with that handle on the side?
Sweet. What is that? Some sponsor. The handle on this thing?
Yeah.
Do you think there are wheels? Hidden wheels?
No.
Oh, you know what it is? I bet there's another strap inside that you attach here, and on the other side, make it more of a shoulder bag.
Okay.
You gonna bring it to the gym now?
No.
Oh.
Hey, they have the MLS logo that we had on our Sorare cards for so long.
Do we not still have those?
The 2022 cards or 2023 ones?
Are they not there anymore? Like the last year's cards don't have them?
I don't think so. It was just that 1 year.
Like on the side?
No, like the background. Remember the background had them?
Oh. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you meant yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Who else was I going to bring up? Let's see. Yeah, this one. Ooh, Andy, 1 of 1,000's on sale.
I always liked that design.
Agreed.
Always hated that player.
But the new ones have, I think that just that logo on the side, which you can't see on Sorare data because
Like
it's
the
not
3D thing.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
On the top there. And then the PA on the other side. Andy, do 3D cards matter?
They don't. You guys, I mean, they don't matter to you guys. You don't even have the 3D images on your website.
I'm not sure it's possible.
Well, anything's possible.
That's true. You're not wrong. Not wrong. Can I win an Apple Plus membership to watch my MLS Limas fail in front of my very eyes? I don't think so.
That would be fun, though.
Yeah.
Like they should totally do that in like a special weekly or something.
So the problem is that the deal is not with Apple TV. It's with MLS. Like the NBA one, when they definitely had some competition with like 3,000 people. And it was like one person wins an NBA TV pass or whatever the hell it's called.
They would have to have the MLS, like the MLS. They would have to have MLS gift them or something or give it to them.
Andy, do you think that the MLS single season comp is our gateway to Apple sponsored Sorare competitions where we win cash or MacBooks and iPads.
Are you talking about like alternative revenue or alternative revenue streams?
Maybe I am, Andy. Maybe I am. Is Major League Soccer the linchpin to Sorare's expanded revenue streams?
Trying to see if I have a device around here. If I don't, I was gonna grab an Apple device and ask if you would rather have an Apple device with an Apple logo on the back or a Sorare logo on the back.
That's funny you say that because I almost put a Sorare sticker on my MacBook the other day.
Yeah,
Didn't.
you thought about it, but
I thought about it.
Nah.
Well, I found like a pile of Sorare stickers cleaning out my desk. I was like, oh, what am I going to do with these? I'm like, oh, maybe on the, yeah, but I didn't. Sean said, did they say whether they would start you in an MLS division based on your current challenger divisions or everyone in one division for the first game week? Great question. No, they did not say. How did that not come up?
I don't know.
Great question, Sean.
I wonder if they'll place you based on how much you've spent, like they've done previously.
I think you were, no, I thought we already knew our divisions before early access cards came out.
No, there was.
Well, we did for champion and, I mean, excuse me, for challenger and contender because they were already running.
Yeah. But they have some kind of formula for doing that. Looking at the quality of your teams or the amount you've spent.
Yeah. Call your friend Ian.
Or maybe they'll start you with a 1, 2, and a 3.
Oh. And Surface can victory lap us on that one?
Yeah. I won't give them the W, but I'll maybe concede a little bit to them.
Braden said La Liga was based on gallery strength. Like how strong your players were, or is it like...
And is it like just your Bundesliga cards, or is it like your entire, just La Liga cards, or like your entire gallery strength?
I would guess just La Liga, but... Ryan Dino had a really good question a little earlier, Andy. Are you worried that the new Sorare podcast could replace Sorare Andrews as the premier Sorare-related entertainment show? Never heard anybody refer to us as an entertainment show, but I'll take it.
I couldn't be less worried about content that's coming from Sorare. Like that's the least of my worries or concerns.
Is that because you're so confident in the strength of this show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? Nothing against them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So is that true? They're going to have their own content?
I don't know. What was the line? Dan like referred to like our podcast or something, but I didn't see it.
We'll be doing podcasts, I think is what he said. And I just figured, like when I skimmed through that and read it, I was like, oh, they're going to do that thing where they say that they're going to go on Laird's show and then not come on. And then 6 months later, they're like, oh, well, here we are. We're doing it.
It is literally at the bottom.
Control F podcast.
Yeah. This will include appearances in streams, podcasts, and pitch notes.
Yeah. It's like the way I read that, it's just like, oh, they're going to hop on John Nellis's Sorare podcast for the week.
And then find out it hasn't happened in 2 years.
Oh, Scasmo.
Any danger of coming back to Jose? Imagine asking this question and using the word danger.
Do you remember how awesome the spoon hours were?
Was that peak Sorare?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was certainly peak Sorare spending.
Yeah. They I don't know where that studio came from that they produced that in, but it was something else.
So there was before I say anything more, I will preface that I have zero details about this and it could be wrong.
Okay. This is going to be good, I feel like.
No. So there it was a guy who did a bunch of like production work for Sorare, and I think he works for Sorare now. I don't even like if anyone from Sorare is listening, they know exactly who I'm talking about, but like most people would not know who this is. But I met him once. Actually, did I see him twice? Whatever. And we follow each other on Instagram, and he posted a picture. I think it was like an end of the year thing, and one of them was what I thought was like a Sorare shoot from Bulgaria, and it was in this like really cool venue. But I was just like, and I'm like 90%, 80% sure it was like a Sorare thing, because I thought I remembered seeing like the logos on something. But I was just like, what the hell are they doing in Bulgaria? But it was like stuff like that where they would like go to locations and like film stuff. And it's like, now it's Dan in his, in his flat.
Yeah, like Ryan said, we went from
Kansas City
to
jersey.
Dan. Sorry, Dan. but like Spoon's got the suit and he's in this special studio and he's walking around. He's got like the touch screen video and
so the incredible thing about all of that is that like that wasn't his job. Like his job was not like as a presenter, and yet he was like,
yeah. But like Steve Jobs, his job wasn't to walk in front of everybody in his black turtleneck.
You're not wrong about that.
But he was going to do it.
Yeah. Right. So the Sorare podcast is scheduled for the
It's horrible.
3rd of mid-spring. So expect in 2027. I always struggle pronouncing these, and I found 2 of them I remember in the prize pool blog. But the one that always sticks with me was like the 1 TH, and when Jimmer was like, yeah, that's oneth. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect. You're right. Spoon was presenting like Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Are those still online? Like, surely they wouldn't have gotten rid of them, right? I mean, maybe they did. Hold on, I'm looking. We got Fab Romano. There he is. So look, Nellis and Juan Soto. Where?
Like, I feel like the timing is right around here because he kind of like launched baseball and everything.
He did Carl Anthony Towns? I don't think he did that, but you're right.
Well, he was before NBA, right?
Yeah, he did both. Oh,
did he do NBA stuff?
Hold on. Who's that guy? That's not Spoon.
They replaced Spoon with somebody else.
No, there he is.
Yeah.
Why do we have captions on? There he is. Look at that. 30% rewards.
What a goat. I mean, we could just watch this and react.
I was going to say, should we just watch it? This
what
is
else? Come on.
Communicate, build, partner. This is just like.
We watch this on 2x speed.
I mean, I can just. What are we actually watching for?
I don't know, just to like show how crazy the production quality of this video was.
Oh, so the reason actually, this is one thing that I wish they still did. I think this is one of their designers. Hold on, his name. Here he is. Head of design. I don't know if he's still there. But when they came out with the baseball cards, this whole video is like explaining the design and everything. And that was really cool. I wish they did this.
Yeah.
This is so rare. 3-year anniversary watch along July 3rd.
Maybe they, honestly, maybe they could just like, contract Spoon for like a weekend and take him to Bulgaria, put him in a warehouse, and bang out one of these videos. Like, that is what I want.
The cost of that video could have saved Schultz.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd forgotten about Fabrizio's scouting tips and those up-and-comers like Mbappe.
Yeah. Man, that was 2022, huh?
I guess so. Do we have someone else? Hold on. Oh, we had Aaron Judge. Oh, that's not Aaron Judge. Hold on. Where'd he go? Just another host. Oh, interviewing Judge, right. Anyway. So yeah, I'm excited for the new Sorare podcast for sure.
Yeah.
I do. Oh, they have all the Legends videos too.
Jakob with a great comment. There is no spoon. I wonder if that's what Nicholas said when he fired him. If he fired him, I don't know.
I don't know if he fired him, but yes, he is at Yahoo. Somebody asked about that. Andy, did you? How did you feel that there was no talk about Legends in the update?
For anybody that's still holding out hope that something's going to change with Legends, you just need to move on with your life. It's like that. That's like asking about coaches' cards. You know, you did quite well with your Legends cards for the 1 year that you got to do well with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now they're just collectibles. Sorry. And maybe one special weekly a year. I think that's fair.
Disagree.
You say none, huh?
No, yeah, absolutely not.
Okay.
If you are stubborn enough to still own these things and expect utility out of them, you deserve to get nothing. The writing is on the wall.
Let's
and
go.
It's been
I love
written
that.
in paint or Sharpie, whatever's more permanent, for 2 years.
Yeah. And they were also like the absolute smasher training cards too. Like,
yeah.
They were so good for training.
And I remember when they...
Oh, Ryan just said it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can... Yeah, there you go. Sorry, I got confused. I thought we were talking about Ryan Dino, who was asking if you're recording one of these videos later.
Yeah, I need some like nice like high top shoes and some like what were those like boot cut jeans that old Spoon's wearing? Like I don't know. I don't think my style matches like Spoon. I would really have to like go see like someone and do a fit check.
I assume he got one too. I mean, I'm sure he's very stylish in real life, but you know, there are professionals that do that stuff.
Right.
What I'm gonna get like I'd like a serious response to this. I realize this is the worst place to ask a serious question, but I'm going to do it anyway. What would you reasonably expect from a Sorare podcast?
I mean, I've thought about this before, and like really truthfully, what I would want is someone like Quinny or you or Harry or somebody that plays the game and is like a someone that's ingrained in the community, not someone that's just like working for the company. I don't feel like they're going to be able to like connect the dots on like, you know, what managers feel and what managers experience. And like, sure, they might lightly play the game, but my preference would not be, you know, hearing a message from somebody that works at Sorare. Granted, if it's a podcast and Quinny's doing it, I would assume that they've hired him or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like a partnership with someone like that, I think would be the way to do it.
Yeah.
And you know what, also too, it also like gives back to your community a little bit, where it's like, you know, Quinny has probably done more for this game than like anybody in the entire community, right? And I don't know that Sorare is like, I don't know, done him right in that regard. I know that he's gone to like some events and stuff, and but I don't know. I feel like, you know, there should be a little bit more respect given to what Quinny's done. And I say Quinny, but like there's a bunch of you guys.
It's pretty much just Quinny. I guess I don't know what people want from them that they would reasonably get. Like, you're not going to have somebody come on and be like, this is exactly how we determine the prize pool, or this is what we're working on today, or, hey, we're going to release this. And like, I just don't know what you would want to hear, or what you could reasonably expect to hear from this company in a regular podcast.
I think that there's like updates that they could do that I would listen to. I'm never gonna read one of their special weekly calendars or documents on that. But if they did one and somebody was walking through and reading them off, and much like other people do with content, I would watch that. I would listen to it, I guess, while I'm doing other things.
Mm-hmm.
And like Ben said, the chat in any of those like podcasts,
well, I wouldn't.
questions, like
I wouldn't think it would be a live stream.
Yeah.
There's literally zero upside for Sorare to do that.
Yeah.
Ryan said, would you prefer a podcast for these gameplay announcements or these medium style releases? There were a bunch of people who asked for videos, and that's what that's Dan's video in the announcement is it. Like, I think that's exactly what people have been asking for, because people are way too lazy to read.
Yeah.
The only problem with doing video or audio stuff like that and not having a written blog is that it's almost impossible to refer back to it.
Yeah.
Where you can't like control F something in a 20-minute podcast. So that's all. And
to Rose, he mentioned like what he would want to see: smashes of the week, bargain of the week. But I feel like the community already kind of like covers all of those things. Like, I don't want that information from Sorare.
Agreed.
Like, all these Sorare data shows where they are looking at pick scores, or Quinny's Quinny and Harry doing the
scouting
deadline,
videos and
like,
stuff. Yeah.
Like that handles most of this stuff.
Agreed.
Like, Sorare should be like more focused on like their platform specific stuff, updates, calendars, weeklies, whatever.
I think I just have an interest in this more than most people, but the only thing I would love to hear about, which we did a little bit when I had Guy and Tolga on, were just like when they make UI changes and you're just like, why'd you do that? And
Right.
have them be like, oh, we did this because 96% of users don't play the game like you guys. And so we're making the game for them. And it's like, yeah, great. That makes sense to me.
Right. And I think, if they were to do stuff like that, instead of, they would still, most of the community would still respond, well, the UI is horrible or dog shit or whatever they want to call it. But at least they'd be like, oh, okay, well, that's why they did it. And sometimes when you know the why, it helps you just, I don't know, understand it and
That's it. That's exactly why I asked somebody from their design team on that show with Guy. And like Tolga, I thought was great to explain this stuff. And it's like, yeah, there were all of these different places you could go to get information about the competition that you're about to enter. And we decided to put it on one page. And it's like, great. Thanks.
Right.
I think,
yeah,
I think you're showing the wrong one, but yeah, great. That's
right.
Makes sense.
Right. I'm still going to use the Sorare data lineup builder, but
right.
At least I get it.
Mm-hmm. And Ben also kind of brings us like, who's the podcast for? New players or core players that they spoke to about with the UI. And it's like, it's like I have that problem on this channel, on my own channel. Like, this one is like, you can talk about strategies enough, but if you're new, like the terms that we use are just different, and it's Graham said they just need to sponsor the current community content creators, I guess.
Yeah, didn't they did do something with Quinny's like intro video, or like his how to learn to play Sorare videos or something. Like they
Harry's
were
done a couple of them that they have.
Maybe that's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even if they took some of their content and like started promoting it on the site in different locations, I think that would be both useful and like mutually beneficial for these guys.
Yeah. Over under on 5 episodes. I I don't expect anything, to be honest. Like, I think I almost think it was a typo.
Yeah, it's like it's 0.
Yeah.
They're gonna DM Laird later today, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, can we come on your show on Monday?"
I mean, I am always happy to have anyone from Sorare on. But I also, I'm always happy to have someone on.
Come on, finish the thought.
I was gonna say, like, I'm not going to go out of my way to be like, you need to come on and like explain yourself.
Yeah.
Because,
well, I mean, they either want to or they don't. If they want to, they should reach out. Yeah.
Right. Like, I feel like if they want to get their word out, that it's on them if they really want to. Like, enough people have come on here that they know like the questions I'm going to ask and what the community, how people are going to react and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm always welcome. Always welcome. Got anything else, Andy? I went a lot longer than, well, maybe it's not because we started late. So maybe we're actually just right on time. Yeah.
I think we pretty well covered, whether things matter or they don't. So, and they don't.
Everything it is. All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. I'll be back tomorrow. About Sorare content. It's not actually about just Sorare content. Andy, I believe the tides of optimism are rising. Remember to go outside.
Welcome to the Sorare Active Show, where we talk fantasy football, but you never know. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go astray on topic discussions as we play. We'll analyze the teams, the formation and goals, but in no time we'll digress into other roles, talking about our favorite foods and the shows we've seen, our opinions aloud, and our voices on me. It's a Sorare Active Show. Anything goes, from football to rock and roll.